Hey, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the problems with online dating, why online dating will make you feel emasculated as a man. It will take away your masculinity because anytime you're waiting for a woman's approval, you're not going to feel like a man. And it puts you in a very weak position. Tacky, Tinder, beta Bumble, all that kind of bullshit, it's not going to be an easy ride. Something to keep in mind. There is gold, right? There are needles in the haystacks, but to find them, it's very difficult. It takes a lot of effort, and it's diminishing returns. It's getting more and more difficult as the years go by. So in this video, I'm going to go through an email from a guy who's having a problem with a girl he met online, and we'll go through this step by step. So he kicks it off. Hey Chris, I've been online dating this girl for about 6 months now. She only lives an hour and a half away, and I've tried getting her to meet up. But so far that hasn't happened. Every time we set a date, she cancels or flakes at the last minute. She said she's busy and she's got a lot going on. So obviously she's not making much time and effort to see you. And if you're online dating, you might talk a lot, you might spend every day chatting to each other, every night, every morning. But if she doesn't want to see you, you have to focus on her actions, not her words. Maybe she just wants an online friend. She doesn't want to meet somebody face to face. This is the problem with online dating. You get a lot of flaky behavior, you get a lot of ghosting, because now you're suddenly just a photo. You're not real, and you're competing with all these other pictures of other guys. So he continues, I haven't talked to her in a couple of days just to give her space, but I just keep thinking, what if she's talking to another guy? What if she's ignoring me? Stuff like that. So I texted her this morning, good morning, babe. I got a reply 2 hours later saying, good morning. Not a very reassuring message, especially not a message that I'm used to receiving from her. And that's another thing. I always engage first. She rarely ever texts me first. I don't know. I'm sure I'm overthinking this a lot, and I know it's not the end of the world if I lose her, but I do love her, and at least I want to give it a try with her. Should I continue to give her some space and just try to be more patient? Well, the reality is, if she's online dating, she is talking to other men. That's a guarantee. So you are competing with other men, that's just a fact. The second thing is, if she's not making an effort to see you, that means that she has low interest. She might do all the talking in the world, but if she's not making the effort to drive the 1.5 hours to see you, then it's a waste of time. You're going to have a much more effective chance of seeing this girl if you suddenly just disappear and ghost her instead of her ghosting you. You should control the space. Don't allow her to control the space. This is the problem with online dating. It puts you in a weak position. You're waiting for a woman's approval. And as such, women are always going to view you as less than alpha. They're not going to see you as a high value person unless you really prove it. And that can take a lot of time. You're going to have to jump through rings of fire to get to that point. That's the problem. And you'll find that when you do online dating, women will test you more, they'll flake more, they'll ghost on you more because they don't know you. They don't see you as a real person yet. And when they do, they're always going to have that doubt in their mind. Do you have the confidence to meet her in real life? Would you have the confidence to approach her? If you approach a woman face to face, there's no doubt you've got confidence. She knows you've got the confidence to come and speak to her. But with online dating, there's always that element of doubt. Plus, it's very difficult to stand out when you're online dating. The best way to stand out, believe it or not, and counterintuitively, is to make less effort. Because if 95% of men are making all the effort, they're chasing, they're messaging, they're sending pictures, photos, memes, and they're really trying to capture a girl's interest, not to mention all the guys who make all the classic mistakes, and all the men who send inappropriate photos and messages, right? They just completely eliminate themselves. But if you make less effort, you're going to have a higher success rate in online dating. That's the way it goes because most men make a lot of effort. They're hungry, they're thirsty, especially men online. So if you want to know more about building, maintaining, and creating attraction, don't forget to check out my book, Atomic Attraction. You can pick up your copy today by clicking on the link below. It has over 120 scientific studies and over 40 real-life case studies. And don't forget, I also do Skype, phone, and email consultations. You can book a consultation with me on my website, developattraction.com.